Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be a shop my stash. We're gonna go through my everyday makeup drawer. We're gonna pull stuff out, and then we'll go ahead and shop my stash for new items to use for the next 2 to 3 weeks. If you enjoyed this video while you're watching, please make sure to go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe before you leave. And now let's go ahead and get into it. I had a couple products in here that I added recently after I filmed the shop my stash video, and we'll talk about these. I'll most likely will be keeping them in here, but we're gonna go get started with powders. This is the Dior face and body powder, no powder. This is in the shade 2N. To be honest, I did not really enjoy this guy as a setting powder, so the way I'm using it instead is as a finishing powder. It is super lightweight, super light, very finely milled. Kind of like invisible. I didn't find that it sets my makeup very well, but as a finishing powder it's pretty nice because it blends everything together really nicely, and then it does leave like a little bit of a sheen, so I'm using it that way. The other powder I had in here is the Milani Prep Set and Glow. I do also use this as a finishing powder. It is glowy. It's more intense than the, like, you can definitely see it compared to where I swatched the Dior, which you can't even see. I preferred the Dior over this, but this is like, I think this is the only drugstore powder, finishing powder that I have. I do like a little bit of illumination, so I still use it. I like it. It's just not my absolute favorite. I had the Sephora Micro Smooth Baked Face Compact in here. This is in the shade 30, Medium Sand. Mia's in the room with me and she's barking at herself, at her reflection. I'm sorry about that. I did really like this one. I do really like it to set my foundation, especially if I'm using a super lightweight foundation. This gives it a little bit extra coverage, and it does not look super powdery or dry, anything like that. I do really like it. And then for a loose powder, I had the Flower Beauty Beauty Bakery powder, Better Not Bitter, in the shade Yellow. I was using this one mainly to set under my eye, but a couple of days I tried it all over my face. I do really enjoy it. It's yellow, but it's not like super yellow, so it is brightening, but it still works all over the face, not just under the eye. It's a hint of yellow, I would say, and the formula is really nice. I do really like this one. And then this is a product that I added later on. This is the Fresh Sugar Passion Fruit Hydrating Lip Balm. I tried this guy and I really enjoyed it, so I went ahead and got a different scent during the sale that Ulta's having. Sephora is having the 25% off fresh product, so I picked up another one. For bronzers and whatnot, I had the Tarte Hamptons Weekender Contour Palette. It's not my favorite face palette. It's convenient. Everything is just compact, fits in here. It's convenient, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. The bronzer in here is just, my brush is too, like, does not fit in here very well. This blush is really beautiful, but it's on the mauve side, which I usually does not look very flattering on my skin tone. The highlight is pretty, but it's kind of like on the drier formula. It is really beautiful on the skin, but it's a little bit on the drier formula. Dip in between this one and like the highlight from Persona or Anastasia. It was quite a difference in formula wise, and it's like, it's not my absolute favorite. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on. I will most likely be filming some declutter, like overall declutter video, not category by category. So you might see it again in my collection until we film that video. The Kimchi Chic bronzer in Taylor Bronzer. I went to Waikiki. This is so pretty. It looks really nice on my skin tone. I did really enjoy it. I am gonna go ahead and pull it out. I had the Ilia bronzer in here, the Drawn In bronzer. I think this is the lighter of the two shades that they have. Again, really beautiful bronzer. I did really like it. And then the other thing that I had in here was the Melt Contour Stack, but I did go ahead and return it to Sephora. I wanted to test it out before the 30 days was up. It was a little bit too dark for my skin tone. I couldn't really use more than 2 of the shades, and then the other 2 it would have been wasted. I want to go ahead and return it, so there's that. I do have a little mirror in here. I did add this e.l.f. blush, Putty Blush in here. This is in Turks and Caicos, but I haven't tried it yet, so I'm gonna keep it in here until we give it a chance. So it's gonna be here for the next go around. Beach Babe by Nude Sticks. I think I only used this guy one time. I remember it was nice. I enjoyed it. I don't remember much else. It wasn't like oh my god, this is the best thing ever, but I did really like the shade. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. For highlighters, the other highlighters I had in here, I had the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. This is just kind of like a staple highlighter. It's really beautiful. The formula is really beautiful. It's gonna stay in my collection. Anastasia Iced Out highlighter. Oh, this is so pretty. I really, really like it. I was wearing it yesterday, the day that I filmed my Sephora haul, and then my husband had said like, oh, I really like your makeup. He usually doesn't say that. He says he prefers me without makeup, but I had this highlighter on and he kind of likes funky highlighters. There it is. It's so pretty. Really beautiful shade. And then the other highlighter in here is the Persona Zuma highlighter. A really, really pretty highlighter. I do really enjoy it as well. I did have the Danessa Micrath Beauty Dew Wet Balm in the shade is Hot Water. I think I'm going to go ahead and return this one to Sephora. It really does not work very well for me. When I did try it, like over my foundation, I tried it a couple times. I used my fingers to pick it up and like dab it all over my cheeks. And I felt like it was kind of destroying my foundation under it. It's a dewy balm, and it doesn't set all the way. So I felt like the whole time my face was still kind of sticky, which is not a bad thing if I'm not wearing any makeup. But if I'm wearing foundation, blush, and all the other stuff, I feel like it just moves everything. It doesn't really work very well. And I'm gonna go ahead and take it back to Sephora. I'm past the 30 days, but it's okay. I'll get some store credit. I did have the Melt cream blush in here, and this is in the shade Sandy Cheeks. Really beautiful. I did really enjoy this formula and this shade. And then the other blush I had in here was also by MAC, and this is the shade Gingerly. It's super pretty, you guys. Really, really pretty blush. I think that was it for blush. For primers, I had this one in here, the Illamasqua Hydro Veil Primer. Oh my god, this is amazing. I really, really enjoy it. Every time I use this guy, I'm like, oh, it's kind of like my absolute favorite type of primer. It's just a gel, but then it melts and like becomes a little bit tacky before foundation. I do really enjoy it. I kind of don't want to pull it out, but I need to because I do have other ones that I want to play with. But I'm going to pull it out. And I did have the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, oil-free. There's not much product in here. I was pretty surprised at the amount in here. It's kind of like, you know, almost hollow in there. So it's something that I might consider putting in a project before it expires in January 2022. So 6 months from now, 7 months, I gotta work on that one. For foundations, I had a couple in here. I had the Stellar foundation in the shade S03. It's a good foundation. It's not an absolute favorite. It has a little bit more coverage than I like, and the shade is not perfect for me. But the other two I had in here, Sephora Best Skin Ever, beautiful, beautiful foundation, and then the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop in the shade 7. Oh, this is beautiful. I did wear it out to brunch one day, and I was wearing it because it was like a restaurant, and then we went to the mall, so I was wearing my mask, taking my mask off and putting it back on and all that. No transfer. My makeup still looked really beautiful. I do really enjoy it. I am gonna go ahead and pull these out. For concealers, I had 3 in here and a color corrector. I had the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. I do really like this one. I will be pulling it out. I did enjoy the Rare Beauty Concealer. This is in the shade 2, and it was really nice. The toe foot applicator on it's kind of funky, but hey, it's nice. And then the Stellar Concealer, it went really well with the Stellar foundation. So I am gonna go ahead and pull all of these out. The color corrector, honestly, I didn't choose it. I've never tried a color corrector. I think I'm gonna pull it out, and if I need to reach for it as a color corrector, I'll just pull it out whenever I need it, kind of thing. I did have a single eyeshadow in here, and this is also by Danessa Myricks, and this is the color Fix, and the shade is Celebration. Oh my god, it's beautiful. You gotta work a little bit fast with it compared to like the Kaja cream shadows. You have more time to like blend the other ones out. This one, it sets pretty quick, so I can't apply it both eyes and then blend one then the other. No, I have to apply on one eye, blend it out, and then apply on the other eye, blend it out. But it's a beautiful shade. I did really enjoy it a lot. And then for eyeshadows, I did pull this guy in the other day because I really wanted to play with it, but I had pulled in the Zoeva Opulence when we filmed my Shop My Stash video. Such a beautiful palette. I did dip into most of the shades, even though it looks like I didn't. I think this is the only one that I did not. But one day I did a look with this one, this one, this one. That was really beautiful. And then I used a single shadow, like a MAC single shadow, like a black one in the outer corner. It was super pretty. I did use the blue as like a single shadow look. Super beautiful. I did really enjoy it. And it's kind of like the formula is easy to work with. It's not super intense. You put it on, you're like, okay, what do I do now? Kind of like this, the Jackie Aina by Anastasia. It's a beautiful palette. But you know, the formula, the Anastasia formula is super pigmented, so you gotta go a little bit at a time, and there's kickback. With the Zoeva Opulence, there was no kickback at all. I kind of missed this palette, and I used it, so I kept it in here to let you know, like, hey, I used it, and that way I take it out of the rotation of whatever palettes are left to use, you know, from the stash. By Melt, the Mary Jane palette. Oh my god, I love this palette. It is so pretty. Okay, yes, it's finicky. Yes, sometimes I have to use a glitter glue or my finger, or I have to wet my brush, but the looks I create with this are beautiful. Totally my kind of looks. I'm really happy I actually picked it up. I'm really happy I tried it before I was like, oh my god, should I even try it before, you know, returning it, because the reviews were bad. But I tried it, and I definitely can make it work, and I really enjoy it. So I'm keeping that for sure. It's a beautiful palette. For setting spray and primer mist, I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and then the Photo Finish Weightless Setting Spray. I like both of these. They're something I will not ever not have in my collection. So there's that. For mascaras and whatnot, I did pull in 2 eyeliners in here. I pulled in a liquid liner. This is by Glamlight. I was like, you know what, I need to try it. I used it, and I actually really enjoyed it, except it's kind of like a shiny finish. I would have preferred more of a matte finish liquid liner. And then I pulled in the Melt All Day eyeliner, and this is in the shade 420. It's a beautiful color. Really pretty color. I'm gonna keep it in here for a little bit more time. For Lippies, I think I'm gonna pull all of these out. I did use these 2 the most. Kaja, I use that guy a lot. This is in the project, so this is gonna stay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter these 2. They're kind of dried out a little bit. This is the Julep Say Hello Matte Lip Mousse. It was a little bit difficult to work with. It's a little dried up, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. And then the Hank and Henry, well, no, I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to it. It wasn't dried up. It you know, it's a liquid lip, so it dried my lips, but it's not its fault. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this guy, but I am gonna declutter the Julep. I mean, you can tell it's dry. It's all cracked in there. That's gotta go in the trash. These ones, I did not use these two reds, so I'm gonna keep them, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the Lime Crime Lip Glaze, and this is in the shade Clover. It's such a pretty color and very comfortable formula on these. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out, put it back into my collection, and then I just put this guy in here because I'm working on hitting pan on this shade, so this stays, you know, it's got a good location here. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything away, and then we'll shop my stash for new items to use. I think we'll start with the new makeup. If you've seen my haul, I'll have it linked in the cards above in the description box. I do want to pull in some stuff from that haul, and then we'll go through my collection for older items to play with. Alrighty guys, this is the new makeup drawer. It's overflowing as you can see, but hey, it's all good. I do want to pull in quite a bit of stuff from here, and this would be all like stuff I recently picked up and I hauled it. Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette. I'm definitely gonna pull this guy in this time around. I'm gonna go ahead and get by Huda Beauty the Glowish Bronzer, and I picked up the shade 2 medium. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the Glowish skin tint. I am definitely gonna go ahead and pull in the LYS foundation as well, and I think I will just pull in an older foundation from my stash, but I do want to try this. I want to make sure that the shade is good for me, so I'm gonna pull that guy in. I do have like quite a few blushes from the Mcgrath Blushes. I have one blush I got from Makeup by Mario, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a couple. I will do the highlighter by Mario as well. This is in the shade Honey. The other blush that I got by Mario is the Creamy Peach, so I'm gonna pull this guy in. I think I'll go ahead and pull in this one, the Desert Orchid by Pat McGrath. It's a lot of new makeup. I do want to pull in the eyeliner by Patrick Ta. My dog got into the packaging somehow and chewed it, so we're gonna do that. Let's see. I do have. How about we try? Maybe the highlighter by. Pat McGrath, the Golden Nectar, the Nectar highlighter, the Divine Glow collection. I think I'm gonna do this one. I do really want to try this, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour powder. It took me ages to be able to get my hands on it. This might not be my shade. This is the shade 125 Ivory Buff, but I do want to give it a shot. So I think I'll pull that guy in. Let's go ahead and try the lip balm by Rare Beauty. This is in Nearly Apricot, and I think I will do, should I do one more eyeshadow palette from here? Or should we do an older eyeshadow palette? Let's try one of these colorful ones. I have Nabla, I have Ace Beauty, and I have Queen something. I can't remember. I think let's pull in the Queen one. I think it's Queen something. A Queen Lies in All of Us. The Queen by Eloise. I'm gonna pull this guy in. No, totally outside my comfort zone, but we're gonna do it. And I think that will be it from newer makeup. I did get this primer, Sophia and Mabel. I Woke Up Like This Skin Perfecting Primer. Should we try it? Makeup Setting Spray by Maven Beauty. Rose Water Setting Spray. Okay, let's do it. Why not? A lot of new makeup. I think now that's it from here. We kind of cleaned and made some room. I'm getting an Ulta haul pretty soon. Should arrive So I think that's it from here. Let's go ahead and pull in a couple more lippies. I think for lippies, I'm just gonna do some random. That seemed to be the best way for me to get through my lipstick. So I'm gonna randomly select these, but we'll pull them out together. And then we'll do, I'm gonna get another primer, another setting spray, and then we get an older eyeshadow palette. Let's do that. Alrighty, you guys, I went ahead and did the random number generator for the lippies. I picked them off camera because it was taking me too long and I was just wasting camera space and, you know, battery. I got the Lipstick Queen convertible something. I can't remember. Is it called Rear View Mirror Lip Lacquer? And the shade is Little Red Convertible. I also picked up the Bare Minerals in the shade Friendship. This is a matte lipstick. For bullet lipstick, I got Bite of NYC. This is by Bite Beauty. The other one was by Wet n Wild in the Bare It All shade, which was a very famous shade here on YouTube. For lip glosses, I got the Tower 28 and then Essence Shine 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 lip gloss. And then for a lip liner, it's the Ilamasca and the shade is Lust. I do really like these, so I'm excited to play with those. Now I do want to go ahead and pick up another primer to use other than that other one. I think I'm gonna go ahead. It's been quite some time since I tried this guy, the Luminizer by Dr. Brand, the Pores No More. So I'm gonna pull this guy in, see how it works, and I kind of want the third one. I think shouldn't be here. Should be in a different spot. I think I'm gonna go ahead. Maybe we'll do the Putty Primer, the Poreless Putty Primer. We'll try this guy. It's been a little bit of time since I used it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. For a setting spray, I pulled in that Maven Beauty Rosewater Setting Spray. I've never used it before. It came in a BoxyCharm, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in something that I know I do really like, I guess, or kind of maybe a primer mist. You know what? It's been a long time since I played with this one, the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. So we'll go ahead and pull this guy in. I think I can use this one before makeup too. No, it says the best result used with the Poreless Putty Primer, their foundation, and then set it. Well, we'll go ahead and give this guy a shot anyways. It's been a really long time since I used it, since it came out. Alright, you guys, the first time I rolled, I got the Golden State of Mind by Colourpop. I have a feeling that I decluttered that palette. I couldn't find it here. I couldn't find it at all. And maybe I decluttered it and I just never deleted it from my, from my spreadsheet. So yeah, I don't know. I really think I decluttered it. So I rolled again, and then the one that came up was a Pat McGrath 6-pan palette, and it was this green one, the Sublime one, which is this the one that let's see, the Mothership Sublime Bronze Ambition. Yeah, this is it. So I'll go ahead and pull this guy in. I'm gonna have to do an inventory again because I could not find the Golden State of Mind. Not sure if I sold that palette. What did I do with it? I have no idea. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this guy in, and then I'm pretty happy with the choices. That Queen palette by Illumise is very colorful, so I'll have plenty of options. So let's pull this guy in, and now I do really want to still get another foundation, although I did pull in 2 new foundations and a powder one. I still want to pull in another one, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, for foundations, the one that I was thinking about pulling in is I either want to do the Guerlain one, or I want to pull in this one by CoverGirl. I do really like this guy. It's been a while since I used it. It's been a while since I used a lot of my foundations. I think I'm gonna have to start doing random generators for those too. Or maybe the Urban Decay Naked. I love this guy. Like, I really like this one. There's a few foundations that are, it's been a long time. Well, a lot of them. been some time since I used them. The Clinique ones, the Stay Matte's pretty nice. The Even Better is pretty nice. I haven't used the Smith & Colt in a while. So I think I do really like this one. And I do really like the Naked one. Naked one is pretty dark and I don't have a tan right now. Let's do the CoverGirl one. I do need the self tan for this one. This is like my self tanner shade. But I love this foundation. I need to use it again. So, and it stays on my vanity to kind of like, hey, use me. So we don't have any concealers, so we can pull in a few concealers. I need somewhat of a lightweight, and I do want some coverage because that CoverGirl is very full coverage. So I remember it being full coverage. So let's see. How about we pull in? I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the Camo Concealer, the original one, the e.l.f. Camo, not the Hydrating. I'm gonna do in the original Camo, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull in. Let's do that Jouer Concealer, and then about one more. Just because we can. How about we do, I do like the Born to Glow, but I also really like these LA concealers, LA Girl concealers. I'm gonna do one of the LA Girl concealers. Let me find the correct shade that I need. This is a corrector, this is a peach corrector. This is in the shade Nude and Creamy Beige. Nude is more on the pink undertone. It gives me a little bit better coverage because it has that pinkish concealing, you know, like for dark circles. I'm going to do this one. And here's the Jouer one. A lot. We got a lot in here. Let's do powders. We didn't pull in any powders yet either. Okay, for powders, for loose powders, I think it's been a really long time since I played with the Maybelline Fit Me powders. So I'm gonna pull in one of these. I have the shade 10, which is Fair Light, and the shade 5, Fair. I think I could do the Fair Light. I do have a little bit of tan, not too much, but I could do this one. The other powder that I do want to play with for a finishing powder, let's do. Okay, I guess we're back in the rotation. We'll do the Bare Minerals Invisible Glow for a finishing powder. We will go ahead and pull in. I do want powder for sitting under my eye. How about... Okay, how about we do... I guess I want a pressed powder. Got the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I do really like this one by CoverGirl, but I think this is a little bit dark for me currently. Yeah, definitely. Let's do the NYX for under the eye. It's a brand new one. I need to go ahead and open it. And I do want one more powder for kind of like to use all over the face. But we do Essence or we do the Sexy Mama by the Balm. I like this guy. And I also like the CoverGirl powders. Let's do one of the CoverGirls, the darker one. Have two shades. One I like under my eye and one all over my face. Okay, we'll do the shade 120 for all over the face, and then that's for under the eye. Let's do that. Kind of missed the Meteorites. Should I do Meteorites instead of Bare Minerals? No, let's stick to the Bare Minerals powder. What I think I might do is I'm gonna pull in one of these face palettes. I think I might do one of the Benefit ones. The Cheek Leaders. It does have a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer, and then that way I don't have to get a new blush and highlighter for the week, and that gives me the option. I mean, I do really like this cookie highlighter. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this one, the Benefit Cheek Leaders, the Mini Bronze Squad. This is the one with cookie in it, and now we'll do a bronzer. Okay, for bronzer, I tried to put the ones that are recently used over on this side, kind of like move them out of the way. Let's see, what do I want to pull in for bronzer? You know, I think I'm going to pull in the Sunkissed shade of Nude Sticks as a cream one. Oh, no, I know. I'm going to pull in that Dennis Samarix. It sits in a different spot. The cream one. I'm going to pull in that one. And then for a loose one, I do want to pull in a loose one as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and do one of these Milanis. I have the shade 3 Suntan and I have Sunlight. I think maybe Sunlight would be a good choice for me right now. And I have this Dolce shade. Let's see. The one bronzer is supposed to be radiant. The one by Huda Beauty. So maybe we'll do a matte one. I'll do one more on the contour side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do shade 01, but the Silky Matte Bronzer, which is Sunlight by Milani. This way I'll have, you know, a contoury shade. I'll have the Hula by Benefit, and then the Radiant one by Huda Beauty. So this is a good one. And then the cream one will be the Dennis Samarix, which I hauled recently. Okay, for a blush, I don't know what I want to pull in. I did declutter some stuff. I sent some items to my cousins in Israel, so I sent them a package. I know I should have filmed it, but I didn't. I sent them a package, so I cleaned up some stuff in here. So it looks a little bit less than usual, and that's the reason. Okay, for a blush from here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Too Faced Watermelon, like my melons, because these were kind of like when I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna send to my cousins. I was like, okay, I know I like these. I don't remember how I feel about them. I liked them at some point, but I wasn't sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull one of them, try it out, and then my grandma is gonna go back to Israel sometime in July, so I can send them more items if, you know, if they don't work, or if they don't work for me. I have 6 cousins that are girls, so they need makeup. Yeah, I'm gonna pull in this guy, and it does give me the glowy option too to go with it. Okay, for highlighters, these are palettes. Don't want to do a palette. I'm considering doing a loose highlighter, and I think I might do the Artist Couture one, and this is in the shade Yes. Again, I was going through here and I saw this guy. I was like, I absolutely love this shade. So I think I might pull it in. It would be nice to use it. I'm gonna have to get back on a system of trying to rotate through these a little bit more than I was, or I am currently doing. I'll have a cream highlighter. Well, why don't we do... I kind of want to try this Ilia liquid highlight in the shade is Nova, or maybe I just go ahead and pull in or this guy. This is by Nude Sticks, and this is the shade 99% Angel. This is a Magnetic Nude Glimmers. I believe this is the highlighter. Could be an eyeshadow. I guess I better look it up. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy in, and then I'm gonna pull in the Artist Couture. 2 little tiny babies, but hey, we get to use them. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back into the drawer, the everyday drawer. It's getting a little late. I gotta go pick up my son, so I might go ahead and finish filming this video tomorrow or later tonight. Yeah. Alright guys, I went ahead and put everything back into the drawer, so let's go ahead and go through it now, and we'll do swatches of pretty much everything that we can swatch. So we'll go ahead and get started with the powders. For finishing powder, I have the Bare Minerals Invisible Glow. I think this might be, or supposed to be, a highlighter, but it actually is kind of like on the subtle side. It does work pretty well for me as a finishing powder, and this is in the shade Medium. For loose powder, I have the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 10, Fair Light. For under the eye, I have the NYX HD finishing powder, and this is the banana shade. I finished one of these last year, and this was my backup, so we're finally cracking into it. I do really like this powder. I kind of miss it. It's very brightening under the eye, so there's that. I pulled in the CoverGirl Clean Fresh. This is in the shade 120 Fair. I will be using this all over the face. This is a good shade for me. There's a little mirror in here, and then there's the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshware Foundation. This guy went viral, and it was pretty much impossible to find. I don't know about the sponge. I do want to know how this shade is. Might be a little bit dark for me. This is the 125 Ivory Buff. I was looking for the shade Vanilla, which actually I was able to finally pick up from Ulta. Came back in stock. Okay, we'll have to see how this is. I don't know if I'll use it. I guess I'm gonna try it as a powder foundation and see how it goes. For bronzers, I pulled in the Milani, the Silky Matte Bronzer, and this is in the shade Sunlight, 01 Sunlight. This is a little bit more of a cool tone bronzer for my skin tone. Yeah, there it is. Definitely on the cooler tone. I do like it, it's a little light for me personally, so I can like really build it up and get more, you know, build it up, use a lot more. By Huda Beauty, the Glowish Bronzer, Radiant Bronzer, and this is in the shade 02 Medium. I cannot wait to dig my fingers into this guy, actually use it on my face. Yeah, definitely more warmer tone. It does, I don't know if it looks more radiant here than the matte one, but it's supposed to be radiant. I guess we'll have to see when I put it on my face, right? The cream bronzer that I pulled in is the Danessa Myrex, and this is in the shade 2. Medium, I think it's medium, shade medium. Yeah, the shade is medium. This is a really nice cream bronzer. I have used it once already. Definitely a bronzer. Where's that glitter from? Something I swatched had glitter on it. There it is over here. Because it's totally, is it supposed to be glowy? I don't think so. Did I swatch something with glitter? I guess, maybe. There's that one. And I do have the bronzer in the face palette, the Benefit face palette that we pulled in, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. I stuck those in here because I found room for them, but I do have the Fresh Sugar Passion Fruit Hydrating Lip Balm in here. And I do have these two highlighters, which we'll swatch in a second. I did put in the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I pulled this primer in, and then I pulled in a different primer, which is... which is this guy. This is the I Woke Up Like This Skin Perfecting Primer. The brand is Sophia and Mabel, I guess. This came in an Ipsy, and this is supposed to be a full size, which I find it hard to believe that this is a full size. It's only 10 mils, so I don't know. I guess it is a full size. Usually a full size would be like 30 mils, right? Let's go ahead and do highlighters. For highlighter, I have the one by Pat McGrath. This is the Divine Glow. This is in the shade Golden Nectar. So let's go ahead and swatch this. I did 2 swatches of these when I filmed my haul, and I'll have that linked in the cards above, but here it is. It's really pretty. Very pretty highlight. It's kind of like a peachy tone. So there's that one. The other highlight that I have in here is the Makeup by Mario Soft Glow Highlighter, and the shade is Honey. There is Honey. It says Soft Glow, but definitely more intense. There's Mario Highlighter, Soft Honey. And then I have the other 2 highlighters. One is by Artist Couture, and this is in the shade Yes, Y-A-S-S. We'll swatch this one. Such a pretty highlight. Oh, like I really like it. So pretty. And then the cream highlight is by Nude Sticks. And this is the Magnetic Nude Glimmers, and this is the shade 99% Angel. I don't remember using this guy on my face. I know I've swatched it a couple times, but here it is. For how intense it looks in the tube, it's really not that intense on the skin. It could be a really nice base or mixed with foundation. It could be really nice that way. All right. Now for blushes, I have a couple blushes. The first one I pulled in is the Too Faced. This is the what, like my melons, like the, it says blush, I don't know, blush duo. Is this supposed to be a blush? Or is this supposed to be a highlighter and this is the blush? I don't know. I typically just mix the two. But here they are individually. I just don't remember what I thought of them. And it's been a while since I used this, so I do want to use it. So there's that one. The other blush that I have in here, I pulled in one of the Pat McGrath blushes. And this is in the shade Desert Orchid. So there's Desert Orchid. It's so pretty. The embossment is just so beautiful. Okay, there it is. Ooh, that's a beautiful shade. I have the blush by Makeup by Mario, and this is in the shade Creamy Peach. I feel like that. There it is. Super pretty. They're swatching a lot better today. And then the last blush is a cream blush, and this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in Turks and Caicos. I haven't used this guy yet. Hope to be able to dig my finger in it with my long nails, but here we go. I did pick up when I ordered this guy. I did order the putty brush too. There it is. Like a putty blush, not the putty primer brush, but the other one. They have one supposedly for these, so I ordered that. I'm gonna be using it with this blush. That's it for blushes, like individual. And then we have the face palette. Okay, the face palette that I pulled in this time around is the Cheek Leaders by Benefit. It has the shade Gold Rush for blush, Cookie for a highlighter, and Hula for a bronzer. So here they are. The blush in here is not really that intense, but I do like it. This is Gold Rush. There's the highlighter Cookie that everybody went nuts over, and now they have it individually. And then there's the bronzer Hula. It's been a while since I used this palette. It's been a long while, so I'm excited to play with it. Okay, should we do eyeshadows? Let's talk about everything else that's in here first, and then we'll do eyeshadows and lippies. For mascaras, I have Essence Lush Princess. I have Benefit Bad Gal and MAC Extended Play. I do have two brow gels, one by Glossier, one by Kosas. Kosas is clear. For brow pencil, I have the Real Her I Am Strong eye pencil, eyebrow pencil, a lash primer, which I probably should toss out. I do have Glam Light calligrapher? Yeah. Liquid liner, and then I pulled in these two. One is by Patrick Ta, and this is the bronze, what is it called? Deep bronze shade. It definitely is more like, it's very shimmerish. There it is. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't want to do a big swatch because last time it took forever to clean. Felt almost waterproof last time. And then I have the Melt Cosmetics. This is in the shade 420 eyeliner. This is such a beautiful like teal green color. Really pretty. I do really like shades like this for hazel eyes. So there's that one. For concealers, I have the Jouer concealer. This is in the shade Creme Brulee. I remember really nice coverage on this guy. I have the Ella Girl Pro Conceal, and this is in the shade Nude. It's kind of on the peachy, a little bit peachy, so I really like it for covering dark circles. I don't have really bad dark circles, so this works just fine, just enough for me. And then I have the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the original, and this is in the shade Light Beige. You remember it was a little bit light for me, but I think it should be okay. Oh, I did have a third primer, I guess. I had the Dr. Brand Pores No More. It's been really a long time since I used this guy. I would like to get some... Oh gosh, I like squirted a lot out. I wanted to see if it smells weird or anything. No, it's still pretty good, but I squeezed accidentally way too much. I have to wipe this guy. Like squirted out. Gee, man. Yeah, it's been a long time since I used that, so I'm really interested in trying it out again. I remember I enjoyed it back when I used to use it. For liquid foundations, I do have the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation in the shade M10. I do really like this, and I find it kind of, at some point I found it very comparable to the Bobbi Brown foundation that I just really love. And I do want to make sure that, you know, if it's the same or similar or not. I would like to know, because I'm working on finishing this one, and if I don't have to repurchase it for the full price, it would be nice to use this guy. I'm down to here with the Bobbi Brown, so we'll see how this is. I did purchase the Huda Beauty Glowish Multi-Dew Skin Tint, and this is in the shade 04 Light Medium. I do want to see how this guy looks on my skin tone. Oh, it might be a little bit dark. Yeah, this is definitely very summerish for me. Yeah, oh boy, might have to exchange this for a lighter shade. It does definitely look very glowy. There's no shimmer or anything like that, but it looks very illuminated. I do like that look, so here's that. I think I'm gonna have to go for a little bit lighter shade. This might be too dark for me. Bummer. But I guess I would wear it summertime, wouldn't I? We'll see. And then I do have the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation, and this is in the shade MN5, and I do want to see what this shade is like. With the fact that Sephora changed... Oh, I squirted way too much. Yeah, oh my gosh, this looks dark too. Looks like it matches my hand, but my hand is always tanner than my face. Self-tanner time, summertime, definitely summer foundations, I guess. With Sephora changing their return policy to be in 30 days for full refund, or between 30 and 60 days they give you store credit. I am trying my best to use the products, try them out before that time goes. Not that I want to return everything I buy, it's just sometimes I need to exchange a shade. Like, I think I might need to exchange a shade. If I can make it work, I will make it work. Otherwise, we're gonna exchange. Not being able to swatch things in the store is really difficult. The two setting sprays I have the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist, and I have this Maven Rosewater Setting Spray. This came in a boxy charm, so I've never tried it yet, so we'll have to try it pretty soon. And then I have 3 eyeshadow palettes in here for this time around. I have the new Patrick Ta shadow, I have the Queen by Eloise, and I have the Pat McGrath Mothership Sublime Bronze Ambition palette. This is not a newer palette by any means, but this is the one that randomly rolled for. I do really like it. There we go, my light acting up again. I do really like this palette. There's only one matte shade, but this shade and this shade, like, I can make them work somewhat in the crease. So there's that. I'm not gonna do swatches of this one. I think I've swatched this one to death on my channel, but I do want to do swatches of the Patrick Ta and the Queen. This I also received from Boxy Charm, so I've never dipped into it yet. This is really out of my comfort zone. I guess those two rows are a little bit out of my comfort zone. Like if I cover those two, this is like stuff I would typically wear, but these here have kind of like, you know, interesting shades. I'm gonna swatch this one here, the shade Sub. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I do want to swatch this shade, which is Ronnie. If you add an A at the end, it will be my name as Rania. There's that. How about we swatch this one? Curtsy. The pans are so small in here, like really. And I do want to swatch the shade Queen for sure. Okay. Ooh, oh man, okay. I see. Wow, there's definitely color payoff here. Wow, excited. Very excited for this. Let me get a wipe. Okay, I want to do Throne because this looks beautiful blue. Powerful. Let's try My Lady. And how about we do Empress? This is a matte. Okay. Okay. Oi. That's not a very good spot for me to swatch, but looks a little patchy. Probably is better with a brush. I couldn't really dig my fingers into them real well to get good amount, but there it is. Looks really pretty. Like I definitely can pair these here. It's probably why they're right next to each other. Super beautiful. Definitely out of my comfort zone. So with the palettes like this, I don't have many colorful palettes, but with palettes like this, I feel like, okay, I have to be in the mindset of being somewhat creative. Otherwise, I end up doing just neutrals. So there's this one. I'm really happy to have it. Again, I don't have many colorful palettes, so this one's pretty nice to have. And now I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches of the Patrick Ta palette. I did not swatch it when I did the haul because I typically like to swatch new items with you guys here during my Shop My Stash videos. So let's do it. Okay, I've pulled it out of the packaging 5 billion times already, but it's got lots of fingerprints on it. And there it is. It is stunning. 2 cream shades, 5 mattes, and 5 shimmers. Actually, this is not matte, it's shimmery. But these are like sparkle. I really want to dip my fingers in this and this. So I guess we'll do that. Ooh, that feels really creamy. I don't want to dig in too much because sometimes with shade like that, I end up picking way too much product and it flakes everywhere. Definitely want to do these here. Oh, reminds me a little bit like these, this one and this one. A little bit of Pat McGrath, her like shimmer shades, her like topper shade. Oh my god, that is stunning. Ooh, that's this one, I think. Which one? No, it's this one. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Okay, so this is more of a matte shade that has like suspended sparkle shimmer in it. It's probably gonna be one that blends into almost nothing, more of a transition-y shade than like an intense payoff, color payoff shade. But that's okay. I do want to swatch that last shade because that definitely reminds me of Pat McGrath. You know, her special shades. Yeah, definitely reminds me of that. Okay, it's like a multi-dimensional. It does have a little bit of a purplish in there. It's really pretty. Oh my god, I cannot wait to wear this shade. Oh, that's so beautiful. I think it's this one or this one. Maybe it's this one. Who knows? I swatch weird. Let's go ahead and swatch the matte shades and then I'll dip my fingers into the creams. Here's the deepest one. They feel really creamy. Super creamy. Here's the deepest one. The second. Again, I cannot really dip my fingers into these because my nails are super long, so it's like the very tip of my finger. Here we go. Okay, that feels a little patchy. And then I'm gonna clean my pinky. And then I'm gonna try this shade here, which again feels very similar to this one, like matte with suspended shimmers in it. Okay, there it is. I'm kind of like more impressed with the shimmers in this palette than the mattes, but maybe the mattes will be fine when I use them on my eyes with a brush. So this is definitely right up my alley color wise. My dog is teething and she accidentally bit me. Oh, it hurts. Okay, let's check out what those creams are about. There's 2 creams. I have to watch some of his videos. Did he use these as eyeliners or did he use them as a base for the shades to kind of like intensify the shades? Oh, see, my nails are so long. They scratched that shade. This definitely looks very contoury. Oh my god. I love a cream base for an eyeshadow look. It just makes it super, makes the shades just like cling on real well. Makes it very intense. I'm happy with this palette so far. Just swatching it and like playing with it. Oh, those shimmers, I cannot believe those shimmers. Except for this one, this looks like a dud. This one and this one, have to see how they are on the eyes, these 2. But there she is. There's her beauty. She is a beauty for sure. I do really like the packaging too. It's super girly. Got all the shimmer from Patrick Top palette on my hand. Let's just watch this together today because, well, why not? I always swatch off camera. And let's start with the Essence lip liner. This is in the shade, trying to finish this guy, so I should know the shade by name, but I don't. Tea Time, right? Yeah, Tea Time. It's on the lid. I always forget that. There's that one, Tea Time. I cannot wait to finish this guy, and if I don't finish it, I'm gonna declutter it. There's Illamasqua Lust lip liner. It's really pretty. I think it's gonna be a really nice base for some of these lip colors that we pulled in. Just let me swatch them real quick. We'll swatch these reds. So I have Nars Cruella. I kept this from last time because I didn't get to use it much, so there's that. I do have Lime Crime in the shade Red Rose. It's very thin formula. Gonna have to shake it real well, but it's a beautiful color. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful color. It's very raspberry. The bullet lipstick is by Bite, and this is hashtag Bite of NYC. This was like they had like hashtag Bite of a couple different things. I think the one that I have is NYC. They were like a limited edition Lippies. It's not an intense red. It's kind of like a summer red color. I'm here for it. Let's do those 2 nudes. I do have the Bare Minerals Friendship Nude. I think those are the Gin Nude. Oh yeah, that's pretty color. The formula of these is pretty amazing. And I do have the Bare It All by Wet n Wild. I remember when this was just like the only lipstick people talked about on YouTube. It was being compared to a lot of MAC lipsticks. I don't remember which ones now, but there it is. I do have the Nearly Apricot by Rare Beauty. This is a tinted lip balm. I think that's what she calls it. This feels so balmy. Oh, I cannot wait. Don't have anything on my lips. Oh, it feels good. Yeah. I can see myself just wearing this shade for the 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but I'm not gonna do that. I do have a Lipstick Queen lipstick, and this is in the shade Little Red Convertible. Gotta be careful because I can't twist those back, so I can't twist too much off. Super shiny red crayon. Beautiful. Really, really pretty. And then the 2 lip glosses in here. One is by Tower 28, and this is in the shade Spicy. I absolutely love these. I love the formula. There's that one. I think it's Spicy. Yes, spicy. And then I just have a clear lip gloss, and this is by Essence, and this has not been used yet. You can see how clean it is. Once I start using it and I start applying it on top of other bullet lipsticks and whatnot, it's gonna change color. But I like it like this. I don't mind walking around with just clear, juicy lips like that. These are my Lippies for the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm excited. I'm very excited to dig in a lot of these products. If you guys are curious about any of them specifically, let me know in the comments below. If you didn't watch the haul, go ahead and check it out. I will have a new haul coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna have Ulta. I'm just waiting on a couple more things. The Ulta split my order into like 6 different packages, and I'm waiting on an order from e.l.f. So I'm gonna have a drugstore haul, and yeah. That's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.